Oh man, babe, I am so nervous. Am I shaking? I feel like I'm shaking. What do I do?
Babe, stop panicking. My mom and dad aren't scary people. They're not going to try to drive you away. Come on, let's go inside. Mom, Dad, are you there? We're here. I brought Steven to introduce himself to you. Oh, looks like my brother and his wife are already here too.
Oh, you're here. How are you? Was the journey okay? It's a pleasure to meet you, sir. I'm Steven. Thank you so much for having us over. Oh my goodness, you made me jump. You're very brave coming out here to face us all, Steven. It's great to finally meet you. My name is Lucy. I'm Willow's mom. Hey there, Steven. I'm Willow's big brother, Liam, and this is my wife, Mia. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Steven. It's so lovely to finally meet you. What a great couple you guys make. Both of you are so beautiful.
Oh, you're being too kind. Willow is the beautiful one, not me. I brought a few gifts for everyone, actually. Shall I put them down here? You didn't need to do that. How generous of you. Thank you. I promised we weren't expecting you to bring anything with you. Come on, let's have something to eat. Seems like our little girl has some good taste in men. You seem like a fine young man.
Dad, stop teasing. Would you rather I had low standards and brought a string of weirdos home to meet you?
Both of you, let's leave it at that. Come on in, it's time for food. Let's go and sit down. We did ask Willow if you had any allergies or preferences, and she said you ate pretty much anything, so we've prepared all sorts of things. There's plenty to go around. Oh wow, this really is a lot of food. You can barely see the table. Well, it's a special occasion when our little girl comes home and brings a new person for us to meet. She kept telling us about what a great guy you were, so we wanted to make you feel welcome and at home. She told me to make sure you got the best seat at the table, so we decided to pull out all the stops and really make you feel comfortable. Go ahead, grab a plate and start eating. There's plenty, so help yourself. That's very kind of you, Roger. Thank you. Wow, this is all just so delicious. The texture is incredible too. It's all perfectly cooked. Eat as much as you want. I'm glad you like it. So, Willow mentioned to me that the two of you have been talking about getting married. Things must be pretty serious. How long have the two of you been dating now? We have been, yes. We've been dating for over 2 years, and we just feel confident that it's the right decision. We were actually introduced by some mutual friends who thought we would be a good pair. Oh, that's interesting. They clearly knew you would get on well. You seem to be about the same age as me, is that right? I think I remember Willow saying a friend of her had introduced her to someone, and that he was about my age. Are you 29? I am, yes. Same age as you. I work at a financial organization right now, in the security and data protection department. Oh wow, you're in data security. You must be a pretty smart guy. I hear they only hire top-level tech folks for jobs like that. I bet you're paid well, too.
Honey, you can't be asking things like that. Leave poor Steven alone. Stop interrogating him.
What do you mean? If they want to get married, it's important that we know he's financially stable and has a secure job to pay for the wedding, a house, and things in the future. I don't think I'm pushing for too much information, am I? No, I agree with you. It is important to make sure both people are on the same page about finances. It's a big change to go from dating to married, since it's such a big commitment. We've been gradually starting to have these kinds of conversations ourselves, actually. To be honest, I'm still not where I want to be in my career. I'm still fairly low on the career ladder, so I haven't been able to save up a huge pile of money. I'm sure you were all in the same position, though, trying to save up before you got married. Sorry to interrupt your conversation, folks. I was just half listening. How long have you been working for, Steven? It must be at least 5 or 6 years. Is that right? Have you had any thoughts about wanting to buy a house or anything like that? I'm still working on saving up enough for a down payment, but that is definitely something I want to do in the future. The place we're living in right now isn't bad by any means. It's clean and fairly well maintained. I'm just not in a financial position right now to make that kind of a decision. That's all.
I imagine you were worried when we all started asking you these kinds of hard-hitting questions. But don't worry. Hearing you answer me truthfully and plainly has actually made me feel more comfortable. Thank you for being honest. Actually, the reason we've been asking these things is because we've already heard a bit about your situation from Willow. Of course, we were curious about this man she kept talking about. Just asking about deposits, stuff like that.
Oh, right, I see. Are you against us getting married? Do you think I'm not good enough for your daughter?
Not at all. My wife and I may be old, but we're not stupid. We know that it would be impossible for two young people to get started on a life of their own without some help from their parents. If you would be okay with it, it would mean a lot to us if we could help the pair of you buy a house once you're married.
I'm sorry. I don't think I understand.
My husband has spent his whole life working for a construction company near us, so he knows a lot about houses and building standards. We've also had some luck with investing that has given us a little nest egg. We bought the shares a while ago, and they've done very well over the last few years. We used the money to buy an apartment in town. When our oldest child got married, we gave him an apartment for him and his wife to live in together. So we wanted to know if the two of you would like to move in there after your wedding. They will be moving out into a bigger place soon.
Oh my goodness. Are you sure? That feels like too much.
Babe, my mom and dad already told me about this a while ago, and I think it's a great idea. They're right. It would take us years to save up enough for a place on our own. It's a great location, too. It would be an easy commute to work for both of us. It's about in the middle of our offices. What do you think?
Well, I mean, of course. Of course we should be very grateful to your parents and accept their generous offer. Truly, thank you both so much. I don't know if there are words to express how grateful I am.
Oh, don't mention it. We know the realities for your generation, and we just want you to live a happy life together. If there is something we can do to help you both get started, then of course we will. You seem like a really decent guy from the conversations we've had today, and you've made a great impression on my wife and I. So, I wholeheartedly give my approval for you both to get married. You had better make a start on wedding planning.
Thank you, sir. Really. I just can't thank you enough. I'm so grateful to you both for everything.
There's no need to make a big fuss, sweetie. We're just happy we could help.
He's been well trained. He knows exactly how to impress the in-laws. What a smart guy.
Oh, leave him alone. Stop teasing.
Stephen, how did things go meeting Willow's family this afternoon? Were her mom and dad nice to you? Yes, they really were. I thought I knew a bit about her family and their situation, but they were living more comfortably than I had expected, Mom. What? What do you mean by that? Are they living in a nice part of town? Well, you know how Willow moved out and she's living opposite her school, right? So I hadn't seen her parents' place before. It's in a pretty fancy neighborhood downtown, and the house is big too. Nice garden and everything. What? Well, if it's only downtown, then the neighborhood can't be that nice. Sounds like there isn't really that much difference between her family's situation and ours, to be honest. No, Mom, I'm telling you. Their house is really nicely renovated and finished, and they've got a new apartment too. Oh, that's another thing. We were all introducing ourselves and just chatting at the beginning. Then out of nowhere, her dad asked what we were going to do about a house once we're married. He wanted to know if I had enough saved to buy something. Oh my goodness. Do you mean he was thinking you would move in with them? Well, I guess people that have everything always want more, but don't want to share their wealth with the rest of us. Well then, what did you say? Are you going to move in with them or find something yourself? He said they were going to give us an apartment, actually. Apparently, her dad has worked in the construction industry for most of his career, so he knows a lot about building and renovating. They've been investing in stocks, too, and they said they've had a lot of success and managed to save up some money. He told me not to worry about trying to save up a deposit and to just move into an apartment that they already own. Isn't that great? That seems kind of unbelievable. Is Willow's family really that rich? They sure seem to be. Like I said, they have a nice big house in a good neighborhood. They were saying that the apartment is really nice too. It's newly built and all high-spec finishes. I am a bit worried, though. What if Willow realizes I'm not good enough for her? I don't want to feel like a burden to her family. I hadn't realized how well off they were. What if I can't meet her standards?
What are you talking about? Don't be ridiculous. It's not like you grew up on the streets. We're doing just fine for ourselves. Besides, Willow is only a school teacher. Compare that to your job in finance, and you're doing much better than she is. How much are you earning right now? You got a pay rise recently, right? I bet you're earning 5 times what she is. Why are you worrying? She would have to work 200 years to earn as much as you do right now. You earn more than her, so there's no reason to worry about her judging you or complaining.
Still, her parents have been incredibly generous and are clearly very wealthy, and I just don't feel like I have anything to offer in return. It's tough feeling like I owe them. Her dad has clearly been working at the construction company for many years and has climbed the ladder pretty high. I think he said he was an executive director or something like that.
Executive? You know, executives aren't earning millions of dollars. I'm sure his salary can't be that different from your dad's.
Well, however much he owns several properties and is a good investor. He's definitely making more than us. He must have had some money to be able to invest in the first place, too. You can't make millions off of investing $1. Even if he's not much good at it, I would guess that he's made his money back and then some. Plus, he's not just an executive. At director level, I'm sure he's making more than just a decent living.
Even so, stop doubting yourself. You're great too. He's just older than you and has had more time to save up this money. I don't care if he earns 5 times as much as you. You should still be proud of what you've achieved so far. And if the two of you do end up getting married, you'll be the one supporting yourselves anyway. What is there to worry about? You have a good job and you're getting a free apartment.
Honestly, Mom, their house was incredible. The plates all looked like really expensive ceramics, and the dining table was made of marble. It was crazy. Walking around it felt like I was in a movie set for the rich family's house. Everything was so perfect and tidy. It's only natural to feel a bit overwhelmed and out of your depth in a place like that, to be honest.
Even if you do feel overwhelmed, you should keep your chin up. Be proud of yourself and your achievements. If I thought of you being miserable in that big fancy house, it would tear me apart. Don't let them bring you down. Stay positive and determined. By the way, did you ask them how much their house was worth? It's making me so curious hearing you describing it.
Mom, of course I didn't ask how much their house cost. That would have been totally inappropriate. Like I said, it was a big place in a nice neighborhood. It had a decent-sized yard, too, and a double garage, so I would guess it's worth a fair bit.
Hey, if they've got enough money to just give you guys a brand new apartment, they're clearly doing very well. It's a bit awkward, but can't you find out? The curiosity is killing me. Just ask them the next time you see them.
Just leave it, Mom. I'm not asking them. They're only giving us an apartment anyway, not a whole house. I could probably have afforded that on my own, but it's still very kind of them. I won't ask them rude questions. I'm getting pretty tired too, so I'm going to head up to bed now. Sleep well, Mom. See you in the morning.
Okay, fine. Good night, honey. I'm so pleased for him that he's found a girl with a wealthy family to marry into. Still, I'm worried about him feeling uncomfortable around them. He's always so conscious of social wrongs. He's going to be walking on eggshells for his whole life. Stephen has always been too worried about things like that, but he's doing so well for himself. He's grown into a fine young man with a secure, stable job and good manners. What more could her family ask for? It seems a real shame that he should be so intimidated by meeting her family. I hope his nerves go away soon. It's a great thing that they're going to give him an apartment. He'll be able to save more if he isn't paying rent every month. And this way, if something goes wrong with the new place, it won't be under his name, so it will be their responsibility to fix it. It would be such a great thing to see him so well settled.
Hi there. It's great to meet you both. You must be Karen and Ian. I'm Willow, Stephen's girlfriend.
Oh, come on in. How are you? Wait a second, Steven never told me she was this pretty. She looks like a model. Her hair color looks expensive too. Those are some amazing highlights. She must have paid a lot for that. Her shoes look really fancy too. I'm sure they're designer. I heard you can tell if someone is rich based on their hair and their shoes. Maybe it really is true.
Karen? Here, I brought some gifts with me. Can I put them here for you? I knew I couldn't come and meet my future in-laws empty-handed, so I picked up a few things I hoped you would like. Please, go ahead and open them.
That's very kind of you. Oh, wow, what is this? This looks like a very fancy bottle of scotch. What an amazing box it comes in, too. This all looks very expensive. What a luxurious treat. It's such a huge bottle.
Perhaps you could have some after dinner this evening?
Well, I promised there was no need to bring expensive things for the sake of them being expensive. Sometimes cost doesn't guarantee quality, but this is very kind of you even so. Thank you, Willow. Now I've prepared some food and everything is laid out in the dining room. Come on, let's go through and eat. I hope I haven't missed any of your favorites.
Wow, this is so much food. I'm full just looking at it. Thank you. This all smells so delicious. I can't wait to dig in. I'm pretty hungry after the drive over.
Goodness, you seemed a bit shy when you first introduced yourself, but this food has certainly brought you out of your shell. We've made all our usual things. We have a bit of a menu for special occasions or when we have guests over.
What are you talking about? This is what our meals always look like. Don't be ridiculous. This is a normal spread for us. Anyway, please help yourself.
Thank you. I'm so excited to try everything.
Anyway, Steven tells us you're a teacher. Is that right? Must be a tough job.
Yes, I work as a science teacher at the middle school near me. I've been teaching there for about 5 years now, and I really love it.
Wow, a science teacher! Steven always wanted to be a teacher when he was younger, you know, but he was more interested in teaching sports and games. Now look at him. He couldn't do it himself, so he's marrying a teacher instead.
Hey, watch your mouth. Besides, I don't think I always wanted to be a teacher, did I? I think every kid idolizes one of their teachers at some point. That's normal. It doesn't mean I always dreamed of becoming a teacher.
Yes, leave your brother alone. No need to embarrass him in front of company. We should be on our best behavior in front of our guest. You need to let him keep his dignity and lead our family with pride. He's going to be representing us all. Isn't that right, Willow?
Yes, I agree. In my family, my dad always got served first at mealtimes, and we had to wait to start eating until he did. My mom was always very proud to say she was his wife. I guess you could say they were a bit old school. I've always been raised with those kinds of traditional values, so I think I learned from a young age how I should behave. If everyone respects each other and you have someone to act as a leader and make decisions, it helps things to run smoothly so there are less fights and everyone gets along.
You're right, sweetie. I'm glad you agree. Those kinds of ideals are very important to me. Your mom and dad raised you well.
Well then, I think Karen and I have heard all we need to about you. We're just thankful that you're willing to support your family and try your best to make a happy environment in your home. Honestly, we don't have any objections, and would love to give our blessing for your marriage. Now, let's eat. Let's spend some quality time together and get to know each other. This will be a great opportunity for us all to grow closer.
Thank you, both of you. My parents really like your son, too, so I'm glad I've got the stamp of approval. They said how nice it was to meet someone who would openly say how grateful they were for everything. It made them feel so appreciated.
What? They want him to tell them how grateful he is. Do they think we haven't been giving him a good life? How rude of them to make an assumption like that. Well, you know, I am confident that my children have never missed out on anything. I know I've raised them right. I think that's the duty of every parent, to make sure their kids have everything they need when they're growing up.
There is one thing I've been really curious about, though, Willow. So I hope you don't mind me asking. What makeup products do you use? Your skin looks absolutely amazing. I'm so jealous.
I'm sorry? You want to know what makeup products I have on?
It's just that your skin looks completely smooth. There's not a mark or a bump on it. You can tell straight away when you look at my skin that I'm not a teenager anymore. I've got all kinds of acne scars and little lines. What's your secret?
Oh, I see. Well, I don't think I really do anything special, to be honest. I make sure I wash my face and dry it properly every day, and I moisturize every morning and evening. I don't have any special tips or tricks, though. I use a mix of different products, too. Mostly just drugstore things that I can buy easily. Every so often, I treat myself to something a bit nicer, though, from a proper brand.
Oh, I see. Do you ever go to the spa and get a facial? I hear they're really good for your skin and so relaxing.
Every so often, my mom takes me with her to go get a treatment, but it's only very occasionally. I only go so we can spend some time together, and she doesn't go very often.
I should have guessed. I could tell you took good care of your skin. It's almost too perfect. It looks like you're glowing from the inside. How amazing.
Leave it alone now, honey. This isn't the place to be interrogating our guest about her skincare regimen. You may be the youngest one here today, but that's no excuse to forget your manners. You can't be asking a stranger those kinds of personal questions.
Oh, Mom! Come on, I'm just curious. I'm sure Willow doesn't mind me asking, do you? Right?
Sure, I don't mind. It's sweet of you to say such kind things. And if you're curious about something, then it's fine to ask questions. Oh, then, what is your salary? You can't earn much just working in a school. As far as I know, teachers aren't very well paid. You always see stories in the media about teachers living in their cars because they can't afford a flat. I suppose if you two do end up getting married, your income will double. But I'm curious about what you're earning right now.
Sweetheart, do you think that's an appropriate question? Willow might not be comfortable answering that when we've just met.
It's important that we know what our future daughter-in-law situation is. She's marrying our son. Willow, you agree, don't you? Especially since Steven is earning about $100,000 a year. We have to be careful about this kind of thing. Yes. Well, right now I earn about $55,000 a year. I would say I'm comfortable, but not wealthy. I do the job because I love it. I was offered a promotion this year, actually, but I didn't take it because I was busy getting everything ready for our wedding. That's why my salary is a little lower than average for someone who's been working as long as I have. But I'm hopeful that I will be promoted next year and the new job title comes with a salary increase. I'm sure you already know this, but there is a pretty clear salary system in teaching, so there's a limit to how much you can earn at each stage of your career. When you first start out, the salary is really bad. Most people have to live at home or out of their cars, like you said, but it's worth it if you're truly passionate. Then, as you start to climb the ladder, you see a pay rise at each different level. By the time you're a head teacher or something, the pay is actually really good, especially if you're in a wealthier district. You could earn about $100,000 a year. Goodness me! I'm sure it would take a long time to reach that kind of pay, though. How long have you been teaching now? And you still only earn $55,000 a year? You're right that these things take time, but I think teaching is a very honorable profession. It's tough sometimes, but I'm proud of what I do. Money is money, but for me, this job is about feeling fulfilled and happy about my career choice. Huh. Well, that may be true, but you still need to live. I don't think anyone really chooses a job without even considering the salary.
Well, honey, don't you think you're being a bit thoughtless? You can't be saying these kinds of things in front of a teacher. It's rude.
I just want to make sure I know who my son is marrying, that's all. Goodness, I can't say anything in this house without someone complaining about it. Either way, you both seem determined to get married, so I doubt I could stop you even if I wanted to. I'm saying these things because I need to get things straight and know exactly what he's getting himself into. Surely you understand that. Don't deliberately misunderstand me. Just listen to what I'm saying and be honest. Is that okay with you? Of course, Karen. I promise I'm not offended by any of this. Please ask whatever you want and don't worry about hurting my feelings. Oh, really? Well, good. It's refreshing to be able to talk to someone without them getting upset about every little thing. Oh, what am I thinking? You don't have a plate! Give me a moment. I can go and grab you one from the other room.
I'm sorry, baby. My mom is just very protective.
She's proud of me for getting a good job, and she worries about me being taken advantage of.
Don't worry about it, babe. It just shows she's proud of you, and she should be. You're doing really well.
You think so? I feel like your house is on another level to mine. This must seem pretty low-key to you. You must be used to much higher standards than this. I am pretty surprised that's all she earns, though. I didn't realize teachers were that badly paid. I bet her parents are helping her pay for things. Come on, both of you. Let's stop talking about boring things like money and just eat. Tuck in.
Sarah! What are you doing just lying around all day? It may be Sunday, but that doesn't mean you can just roll around in bed until late. Come on! You should get up and exercise or something. Help me out with the chores. You saw your brother's girlfriend yesterday. She was so slim and elegant. You should try and get toned like her. What about Pilates?
Oh, stop nagging me. It's fine. People are just built differently, and that's okay. I just want a relaxing Sunday. Leave me alone. Wait, what? Oh my god! Mom! Look at this. I knew it. This is definitely it.
What are you talking about? This is definitely what?
Look, this photo! This is the bag that Willow was carrying around yesterday. I've been trying to find it all morning. I mean, this one doesn't have the designer logo on, but the shape and the straps are all exactly the same. Look, you can't tell the difference. Man, I thought it was a designer bag. I'm kind of bummed that I was right.
Huh. It's a designer bag. I would never have guessed that from looking at it.
Yes, look here. It's worth about $2,000 if you buy it new from the store.
What? $2,000? That's a crazy amount of money to spend on a bag. I've never bought one for more than $200, and they've all done the job.
Well, these days you have to spend a lot if you want a decent bag. Shoes are getting more and more expensive too, for ones that look nice and are decent quality. By the time you're in your early 30s, like Willow is, I think most people would want to have invested in at least one nice bag, even if it is expensive.
Goodness me. That seems like a stupid thing to be spending your money on. She might even have more than one expensive designer bag for all we know. How much do you think her shoes cost then? Were they designer too?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. I didn't really see her shoes much since we were sat down at the table for most of the time. From what I saw, though, they look pretty expensive too, don't you think?
How wasteful. She clearly doesn't make very smart financial decisions, spending thousands of dollars on shoes and bags. I hope she doesn't expect Stephen to pay for all of this after they're married. He's always been sensible with his money.
Huh? Mom, give her a break. Of course she wanted to wear all her nicest things. Wouldn't you want to make a good impression when you're meeting your boyfriend's parents? I'm sure she doesn't usually wear things like that except for special occasions.
No, I don't think that's what it was. I'm sure she has loads of stuff like that. She seemed very irresponsible.
What? Why are you suddenly judging her for her shoes? No way. Are you going to tell them you won't let them get married? Mom, you have to let them get married this time. This could be a real turnaround in his life. You have to give her a chance. Besides, he mentioned that her family is wealthy. Maybe the bag was a gift from her mom and dad, and she didn't buy it herself. Stephen and her both come from good families. We don't need to be discriminating or judging people for their income and how they spend their money.
Don't be silly. Why would I oppose their marriage? I would never try to tell Stephen what to do. He's an adult now. Of course they can get married if they want to. I'm just concerned. I couldn't even ask her about her family's circumstances properly yesterday, since her father kept talking over me. How frustrating. I'm so curious. I thought she gave us a business card yesterday, but now I can't find it. That was very weird. What kind of middle school teacher is handing out business cards left and right?
Maybe it was just a formality. So you could see all her information and have a way of contacting her if you needed it. Like I said, she must have been trying to make a good impression on you yesterday.
Well, I guess she's a teacher, so it makes sense that she was expressing herself well. She didn't seem stupid. I'm sure we'll see her again soon, and then I'll be able to talk to her about everything that's been on my mind.
Mom, come on! Stop bothering the poor girl and just trust Steven's judgment. She seemed nice. She said that her family really liked him, too. We should try and be welcoming to her and get to know her better, instead of asking questions like some kind of detective. There's no need to keep digging for some kind of secret. She seems like a normal, friendly girl.
You stay out of this. Steven is my son and I'm worried about him. He's easily the most successful person in our family, and I want to make sure she's with him for the right reasons. He's a well-known guy working in finance. Maybe she found out about that and she's a gold digger. You saw her fancy bag.
Oh, what kind of person says things like that these days? She's making her own money, Mom.
You be quiet. That's enough from you. Leave me to deal with this. Yes, Mom, I got it. I promise I won't go anywhere and spend money when I see Willow later. Is that okay? Good. You need to show some self-restraint and stop spending money on fancy dates, Steven. There's no reason to feel like you owe their family something for offering to give you an apartment. You're still young. You don't have the kind of wealth they do yet. If you keep spending your money like this, you'll never be able to give them something big in return for their generosity. You should be saving every penny. Just do as I say, okay? I'm older and wiser than you. I know what I'm doing. Yes, Mom. You know exactly how much I earned, though, so you know it's not nothing. You told me to get a stable job, and I did. Why isn't that enough? I just want to be able to spend my own money. Son, listen to me. Honestly, the fact that you're getting married is all thanks to me. I'm going to talk to Willow myself later, so if she asks you what it's about, just say you don't know. Understand? Now get out of here. Go on, go. Be safe today, and I'll see you later. Good luck, sweetie. I'm always careful, Mom. I'll see you later.
Man, I'm beat. Okay, that's everything finished with that class, so now I had better get things together for the next one. How do people balance a job and wedding prep? I just feel like there aren't enough hours in the day. Hello? Who is this?
Hi, sweetie, it's Karen. You remember? Steven's mom.
Oh, hi, Karen. How are you doing? Are you well? I'm guessing you got my number from Steven. Is there something on your mind?
Yes, there is actually. I've been thinking about some things to do with your wedding. Do you have a minute now, or are you busy? Can you talk?
Sure, I can make some time. Give me a second to call Steven.
No, I wanted to talk just you and me. It would take even longer to find a time that worked for all three of us, don't you think? It's easier for just the two of us to chat.
I mean, we could all meet after work, but... no, you're right. Let's you and I meet up somewhere to talk properly.
Sounds good. Okay, I'll send you a location now. Do you think you could meet me there in a couple of hours? You're not too busy.
Sure, if you send me the location, I can be there. If I get held up with something and it looks like I'll be late, I'll just call you to let you know. I still have some work to finish, but I'll tell you when I'm on my way over. See you later.
That's perfect. See you soon. Bye.
Talk to you later, Karen. What can she want? This seems a bit strange. To be meeting up without Steven.
Hello? How come you're calling me while you're still at work?
Hi, babe. It's only a quick question. I was just wondering if you had spoken to your mom recently?
Huh? What do you mean? Is something wrong?
No, nothing's wrong. She just called me out of the blue. She said she wanted just the two of us to meet up face to face to chat. Just us. Did she mention anything to you?
No, she didn't. But maybe there was something she wanted to speak to you about privately.
You don't know? Don't you think you should be there too? It seems odd for me to see her on my own. I don't really know what she and I have to talk about if you're not there. We really haven't known each other for very long. I'm worried about it being awkward.
Oh, there's no need to worry, baby. There's nothing scary or awkward about my mom.
Besides, I'm busy with something else this afternoon, so I wouldn't be able to come anyway. I'll talk to you later. Hope everything goes okay this afternoon. Talk to you later.
This all seems really weird. I don't know why she kept asking me about my salary the other day. It's pretty easy to find the average middle school teacher salary online. She could have just done that. Man, I have a bad feeling about this. Hi there, Karen. I hope you haven't been waiting for me for too long. I'm sorry I'm late. I got held up with something at work and finished later than I had expected. I came as soon as I could. There was pretty bad traffic today, though. I guess it was rush hour, so it made me later.
Dearie me. They really don't pay you much. Is your work really that important? I thought teachers always got to finish early. Plus, you get summer break. Surely once the kids have gone home, there's nothing else for you to do. What can possibly have held you up?
Oh, well, the job isn't just teaching the kids during class times, you know. There's a lot of prep work and stuff that goes on outside of class, so there's more to being a teacher than you might think.
But if you keep finishing work late like this, then surely you won't have enough time to do the housework. What about the cooking and cleaning? This doesn't seem like it's going to work for Steven. He can't do everything by himself if she's working until late. Let's just be honest with each other from now on. How's that? I've been thinking about your relationship with my son, and I'm worried that it isn't going to be very equal. No matter how I look at things, it just doesn't seem balanced.
I'm sorry? I'm not sure what you mean by unequal.
I don't think the two of you are going to have a very fair relationship. That's what it means. He's told me all about your family and your circumstances, and I'm concerned. Now, I don't mean to say that Steven has grown up worrying about having enough to eat every day, because our family has always been secure financially. I don't want my son to have to spend the rest of his life paying for your lifestyle, though. Why don't your parents invest some more to support you?
Karen, you said we should be straightforward with each other. So please, I want you to be completely honest with your answer to my next question. What more do you want for your son from a wife than what I can give him? What is there that isn't good enough?
I want both of you to pull your weight and provide your fair share for your household. That is how things should be and how things should work. Both partners doing their bit. From my perspective, I think you are living too extravagantly, and I don't want my son to be responsible for paying for that. I think you need to be able to support yourself if you want to live with my son, so he doesn't have to carry you both financially. Who's going to pay for the wedding? Do you have any savings? I have to be this clear to make sure she gets my point. If I tried to be polite, she wouldn't understand my concern. If I shake her down now, Steven will have an easier time in his marriage down the line.
Just a moment.
Hey, baby, what's up?
I'm with your mom right now, and I've put you on speakerphone so we can both hear you. She's trying to be subtle, but she seems to be saying she wants me and my family to cover all the expenses with the wedding, finding a house, and once we're married. What do you think about this as an arrangement?
Huh? I mean, that doesn't sound like something my mom would say. Are you sure that's what she means?
Oh, I see. So the two of you have already spoken about this. I'm guessing you agree with her then. You think that would be fair?
What? No way! Look, your parents have already said they will give us an apartment. I don't know how much it was, but that is already very generous of them. Although we do clearly have very different salaries, so... I do sometimes think that later that could cause some problems. So I agree with some of what she's saying.
Okay, I understand. I don't need to hear any more of this. I'm leaving now.
What do you think you're doing? How dare you hang up on my son like that? That was incredibly rude. What the hell do you think you're playing at? Are you crazy? How can you behave like this in front of your future mother-in-law?
You think I'm crazy? I'm trying to sort out this whole mess of a situation because I seem to be the only sensible one here. I'm calling off the wedding. From the very beginning, I thought you were a rude and unkind woman, asking me about my salary the very first time we met. You look down on my job as a teacher, which I love and am so passionate about. Thank you for showing me your true colors so quickly and saving me some time. What? How can you speak to me like this? So disrespectful and inappropriate. Is this really your decision? You're the one being rude here, talking to me like this. I can't believe what I'm hearing. You call yourself a science teacher, responsible for so many students at your school. I certainly hope you're not teaching them that this kind of behavior is acceptable, because it absolutely is not. I teach my students to respect themselves and always make the right decisions. I know I'm a good teacher. I knew you were behaving in a rude, crass, and unfair way from the moment I first met you, but I didn't say anything for Steven's sake. I was the bigger person in every conversation with you. I tolerated you because I knew he loved you, and that you were an important part of his life. I was going to write off your judgments since it's just how you were raised, and you told me you held many very traditional values. But I'm not here to try and sell myself to you. Why would I bother doing that? Clearly you don't think anyone will ever be good enough for your son. Excuse me? Sell yourself? Is that what you just said? Do you really think a good teacher would say those sorts of things? You wouldn't have to sell yourself if you were more successful. Or can you not do maths, since you're just a science teacher? Perhaps you don't know how to calculate things evenly. I don't know how wealthy or successful your family claims to be, but I do know that my son earns far more money than you at his job, and I don't want him to have to give you handouts for the rest of his life. He deserves better than a gold digger who just wants him for his money. Do you know much about business yourself? The way you talk about your son is like someone making a business exchange. Don't you think that's not a good way to think about marriage? Did you think my parents were giving us an apartment because I couldn't afford it on my own? Do you think I'm completely financially irresponsible? Of course not. They were just parents wanting to make their child's life a little easier because they were in a position to do so. I didn't expect my parents' love for me to backfire like this. You clearly don't like me anyway, so why are you trying to make me call this off myself? You should have just said you wouldn't allow it. Let me go ahead and make this easier for you. I wish you and your son all the best in finding a good business partner for him to marry. Goodness, is that Steven calling you now? Why aren't you answering the phone? When have I ever told you I had objections to you? I never once objected to him marrying you. I just wanted to make sure you both had an idea of how to handle your finances after you got married. I don't think I went too far or did anything unreasonable. Exactly. I wish you the best of luck finding someone else who thinks of finances first when they're getting married. Clearly, that person is not me. One thing you had failed to consider, though. Do you think working people have the exact same salary for their entire career? You don't think it will go up as they gain experience and get promoted over time? What if Steven was ever in a position where he wasn't earning enough anymore? Are you saying that you would pay me to make up the difference in salaries? Of course not. But that's what you're asking me to do. What are you talking about? That's not what I meant at all. Do you think people are always the same? That no one changes through the course of their life? We can't predict the future, not even what happens in the next 1 minute or 1 second that passes. That's just life. I'm not going to stay here trying to change your mind any longer. I'm leaving. Don't call me again, and stop bothering me now. We're done. I've already told your mom that I'm calling off the wedding, so the two of you can deal with this mess yourselves. What? What do you mean? Willow? Are you there? Wow, you really are a stupid girl. Well, my God. The way you're acting tells me all I needed to know about you and your family anyway. You knew you were nothing special and that Steven was too good for you, and you got scared. That's why you're running away now. I guess things turned out for the best. Good riddance. What was that about? I know my mom was pretty blunt, but Willow went really crazy. Did Mom say anything wrong, though? I think she was making some good points. I do earn more than most people my age. That's just a fact. Isn't it kind of a given that my mom would be protective of me? I'm her first son, and I've got myself a good job. Besides, I don't need an apartment from Willow's parents anyway.
In a few years, I'll be making enough that I can just buy one for myself with my own money. What's this? Who's calling me at this time? Willow's mom. Has she already called her and told her that we're not getting married? She doesn't waste any time, huh? What kind of girl does everything so urgently? It's not like the wedding is tomorrow. I can't even remember if she was always like this. She hung up on me so abruptly earlier, too. Anyway, I should answer and see what she wants. Hi, Steven. How are you, sweetie? Are you busy? You're not in the middle of anything, are you? I figured it was about home time, so maybe you would be able to talk. Are you still at work? Huh? Oh, sure. Sorry, yes, I can talk for a bit. I still have some time before I leave work. Oh, really? Goodness, you must be so busy at the office. That's a late finish. I just wanted to call and let you know that I've sent you some photos of the apartment so you can have a look at it. When you come and see it in person, you'll notice that we've had all the walls repainted so it's fresh for you. Make sure you have a look at the photos. We've done all the work for you, so there shouldn't be anything that you have to worry about getting ready before you move in. I'm sorry. You've sent photos of the apartment? Yes, they should come through soon. There were some people living here, so I couldn't get in before now. But they're all moved out, so I went to get some photos for you. Check them out when you get a chance. I sent you the address too, so you can have a look at the neighborhood. Anyway, I'll let you go so you can finish up your work. Talk to you soon. Yes, sure, I'll talk to you later. What was that about? Why is she sending me photos of the apartment? Wait, what? Oh my god! Is this the address? This is in the really fancy new area uptown. That's such an expensive part of town. I could never afford to live there. Oh my god, it's worth $1 million? That's crazy! Oh man, now my mom is calling. I'm not going to answer. Hello? Steven, is that you? Listen, that girl was way too fancy and thought she was too good for us. She would never have been a good wife for you. Just forget about the marriage. Oh well. God, when I think about all the things she said to me. What a rude young woman. How can she speak to her elder like that? Mom, listen to me. The apartment that Willow's parents were going to give us. It's in that fancy new area uptown that's all being redeveloped. What did you just say? You mean it's in one of those luxury buildings that have just been finished? Yes. The views are crazy. You can see the whole city. The place is huge too, and really high-spec finishes. The rooms are massive. There is so much space and light. I looked up how much it was worth, and an apartment that big goes for over $1 million. Over $1 million? Really? Are you being serious right now? Is it really that expensive? What have we done? I mean, she doesn't earn much on her own. But if her family can afford a place that's worth that much, maybe we made the wrong call. Mom, just be quiet and listen to me for a second. I'm going to get Willow back. I have to. The first thing we have to do is you have to go over to her place right now and apologize. Tell her whatever. Just make sure you say sorry. We have to try to catch her before she finds out I know where the apartment is. She would never marry me if she knew why we're doing this. Okay, I understand. I'll go over there right now and talk to her. I just have to try to be positive and reframe my thoughts. It's a good thing I found out what his family was like early on and ended things. I should have been suspicious when his mom started asking about my salary from the very beginning. That was the first red flag. I don't want to be part of a family that's so desperate for money. No, thank you. Huh? What's that noise? Babe, there you are. Steven? What are you doing here? We broke up. Why do we still need to see each other? It's over. I came to apologize to you. I was wrong, and I'm sorry. I think I didn't stop to consider how rude my mom was being to you, and you got hurt because of me. I should have stopped her. I should have said something.
Really, I am so sorry.
He's right, Willow. I came to apologize too. I was too harsh on you. I should never have said those things. I'm really sorry. I can see now that... Well, I can see that I was mean to you. I got upset and said things that were cruel and unfair.
Is this some kind of plan the two of you have come up with? Karen, I found out the truth about you earlier when you spoke to me like I was a stupid, money-hungry rat. It hasn't even been a few hours since then, and suddenly you're turning up at my place trying to apologize? What gives? Don't you think it seems a bit funny? Seeing someone behave like that and then come crying and apologizing a few hours later. It's strange, right?
I know, it's just... I realized there was a difference in your family's circumstances and ours, and it made me anxious. I let my worries get the better of me and I lashed out at you. It was totally unreasonable of me to act like that, and I'm sorry.
You should be grateful, having a daughter-in-law that would love your son and make him happy. Don't you think you should have been more grateful for that? I was offering Steven a comfortable, happy life with me. Are you really going to ask for more than that? Get out of here now. I've been polite enough to you, and I don't want to have to deal with you anymore.
Come on, Willow. Why don't we go and get a cup of tea together and see if we can work this out?
Just drop it. I can already tell that if we did meet up again, the exact same thing would happen. You seem desperate to convince me Steven is too good for me. What else do you want? Have you come here just because you realized it was too much of a waste to throw away a decent apartment? Sure, your son is a successful young man, but if you're going to use him as a pawn for your business moves, go and find someone else. I'm done with both of you. Why would I make a fuss trying to marry into a family that clearly hates me?
Baby, please listen to me. I don't know why you're getting so upset right now. Please, just try to calm down and stop getting angry. Come on, I just want to talk to you. Sure, my mom was rude and unkind to you, but she's apologized, and I didn't really do anything wrong. If it's going to upset you having to be around her, we can live a perfectly happy life together and just never see her. I promise you would never have to look at her again. What do you say? Will you give us another chance?
I told you I'm done. Don't bother trying to change my mind. You already said that you agreed with what she was saying earlier, so I don't see what else there is to talk about. I already know you're not the kind of man I want to marry.
Baby! Please, how can I fix this? Do you want me to get on my knees and beg? I will if that's what you want. I went crazy for a second earlier when I told you my mom was right, but I see that now.
Oh my goodness. What's all this commotion in front of my house? What's going on? Steven, what are you doing here?
It's nothing, Mom. Just go back inside. I'll be in a moment.
What do you mean? Clearly something is going on here. I went to the apartment today now that our previous renters have moved out. And then all of a sudden I come home and there's some fuss happening outside of my house. Oh, who's this woman? Wait, are you... I'm Karen, Steven's mother. You must be Lucy. Nice to meet you. Goodness, I can't believe this is how we're first meeting. I'm so embarrassed to see you like this. There has just been a slight misunderstanding between Willow and myself, so I came over to talk to her and work things out. If it's okay with you, this should only take a second. I'm sure we can resolve this between ourselves. Don't worry.
What is there to talk about? I told you, I'm done. Mom, I called off the wedding. Karen was demanding all kinds of things from me in exchange for getting to marry Steven. She wanted the apartment, gifts, all sorts of things. I didn't see why I should have to do all of that. Am I some kind of charity case?
No, baby, of course not. But please, how can you tell your mom all those things?
Oh, shut up, Steven. What are you talking about, Willow? She told you that you had to give her all those expensive things? And then she had the nerve to come here and try to talk to you. I can't believe this. An adult woman, expecting all of that from a young middle school teacher. Karen, you're clearly trying to force my daughter to marry your son for your personal gain. Do you think my daughter owes all that to your family for being allowed to marry your son? You must be crazy. No, of course not. I would never expect all that. Don't be silly. Like I said earlier, there has been a big misunderstanding. I spoke too harshly earlier and upset Willow. It's just that, well...
What kind of misunderstanding was there? Everything I said just now about what happened earlier? Was there a misunderstanding there? Am I confused about something? God, it's almost impressive watching you both try to dig out of your hole. Don't you dare contact my daughter again. Why should my young daughter have to spend her hard-earned money on you and your son? She deserves to spend it on herself, however she wants. I know why you're really here, trying to get her back. You finally looked at those photos I sent and realized where the apartment we were going to give you is, right? Isn't that true? Sorry? No, that's not what happened. It was nothing like that, I swear. Is that really what it was that brought you here on your hands and knees? You found out where the apartment was, and coincidentally realized you wanted nothing more in the world than to marry me? Don't make me laugh. God, both of you are crazy. Like mother, like son, I guess. I really had no expectations for you, so it's actually quite impressive that you've still managed to disappoint me. Good job, Steven. Babe, no, please. Lucy, won't you listen to me? I promise. Let me marry Willow and I will give her the best life she could wish for. I'll buy her flowers every day and rings every year. She will never feel sad ever again if you just let me marry her. I'll make sure her path never crosses with my mom either. She'll never have to see or speak to her again. I'll only ever think of you, Willow. I promise. He's right. All of that is true. I was being thoughtless earlier, and I said things that were mean and unfair. I am truly so sorry. Lucy, could you and I speak for a second? I'm sure we can figure this out, huh? There's no need and no point. Willow has made her decision. Now get out of here. Get off my property right now. If you won't leave, I will have no choice but to call the cops and have you removed. Do you understand? Willow, please. Steven, thanks to you, I have wasted 2 years of my life. Still, I'm just glad it wasn't any longer, and that I'm free of you now. You've opened my eyes to your true character. Thank you. I'm glad you made it clear who you really were before we got married. Willow, Lucy, please, listen to me. But the apartment, it was going to be mine. That was going to be our house together when we were married. This is all your fault, Mom. You ruined everything for me, and now it's all a complete mess. Oh, what do we do now? This is a disaster. Willow, come back. What have I done? This must be karma for something I did in a previous life. What did I do to deserve this? Man, I guess this is how I turned 35. Oh, come on, Steven. A lot of your bad luck is your own fault. Let's be honest here. Besides, you went out on that blind date recently. How was that? Was she not really your type? I mean, she was just some ordinary office worker. She didn't seem very driven or professional, and I want someone that's as successful as me. Plus, she worked at a really small company. It wasn't even regional. It was just a local business. Stop being so gloomy. You're still young. You just keep writing girls off for stupid reasons. At your age, you should know your absolute deal breakers in a partner, but you just seem confused. The last date you went on, you said she was too old. The one after that, you said you didn't like her family. You're just being too picky. No one is perfect, get used to it. If you carry on like this, you won't end up getting married until you're about 50. He's right, you know. I've introduced you to some friends of mine too to see if you hit it off with them. Your standards are just too high. You need to be realistic, because you're never going to find absolutely everything you want in a person. Exactly. Who was that girl before? I've forgotten her name. Steven, what was it again? Oh yeah, Willow. Wow, she was really beautiful, that's true. As soon as you met her, she just gave off a really kind and nice vibe, you know? She had great skin, her hair always looked really pretty, she dressed nicely and had nice shoes. Everything seemed to be exactly what you were looking for, man. She just seemed like she really took care of herself. Clean, well presented, the whole package. Oh, would both of you pack it in? Why do you keep going on about my dating life? Just stay out of it. This isn't your problem. All your nagging is making the booze taste bad. Anyway, is married life really all that? Is it even worth the hassle?
Of course it is. It's a great feeling to know that when you're going through something tough, there's someone that has your back and shows you there's a reason for you to keep going. My girlfriend is just the cutest thing I have ever seen in my life. She's like a little bunny rabbit or something, bouncing around. Do you want to see some pictures of us together? I have a folder on my phone. There's loads in there I could show you.
Oh, get out of here with that, you idiot. Huh? Wait a second. Did the two of you get married? These look like pictures from a wedding.
Actually, yeah, we did. Also, did you hear? Willow got married really fast, too. She hadn't been with her boyfriend for very long, either.
What? Did you just say Willow is married? Who is she married to? What kind of idiot has she ended up marrying? When did this happen? I never heard about any of this. Are you keeping it a secret from me?
Hey man, calm down. It's been ages since the two of you ended things. What has it been, like 6 years? Why would she have needed to tell you? Yeah, she got married a few months back to some new guy. I heard from someone that her dad introduced him to one of the younger guys at his company, so I guess they must have hit it off and decided to get married. You're just going to get upset hearing about this, though. Let's talk about something else.
I actually can't believe this. Now that amazing apartment has gone to some random guy from her dad's work instead of me. This really is just too funny.
Huh? Oh yeah, I had forgotten about that apartment. It did sound really good. Come on though, man. We've been trying our best to introduce you to a nice girl. If you would just give them a chance, you might even meet one you really like. It's not like you have to marry them straight away. Just get to know them a bit and see how things go.
You're right. You have to set me up on a blind date right away. I need to get myself out there. Oh my goodness, that was sudden. Okay, she's not at the same level as you professionally, so that's a no. I don't think she would be your type, so another no. She's too old for you. Come on, there has to be someone. I'm working away at this successful security company. I'm a real catch. Do you know how many years I've spent at that place? I'm on a decent salary now. Girls should be desperate to date me. Loads of my colleagues from back when I first started have quit or been fired, like bang, 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 dropping out of the company. I held on though, and I'm still working there now. That's pretty impressive. I've got plenty of good qualities and green flags. If you added them all, I'm just the perfect future husband for any woman. Although, I guess that does mean that I could only really date a top-class woman. Anything less than the very best just isn't good enough.
God, give me strength.
Sure, Steven, you're a real catch. You're doing so well for yourself, you're right.
Any woman would be lucky to have you.
Man, why are you calling me again? I told you just stay out of it and let me do my thing. I'm Steven. I can do anything. Women love me. Hey, stop showing off and acting all arrogant and just be friendly and nice. Okay? You'll scare her off if you come on all strong like that. I know. I told you to leave it. I know what I'm doing. Oh, I think I see her heading over. Gotta go. Bye. Excuse me. Are you Steven? I am meant to be meeting someone for a blind date. I am, yes. It's great to meet you. Please, have a seat. Hey, this girl seems pretty good. I like her style and her clothes look pretty expensive. She must have a decent job to be able to afford high-quality stuff. I have to say, though, I've always heard that the salaries in those kinds of medium-sized financial security companies aren't actually that good. It turns out you're a bit older than I was hoping for, too. Did it take you a while to get promoted? Normally, someone your age would be further up in the company than you are right now. I'm sorry. Well, no, that's just where I am right now. Do you think I'm not good enough for you? I thought I was doing pretty well for myself. Actually, yes, I do. To be honest with you, after 10 years at the same company, I would expect someone to be closer to being a director. Have you ever thought about quitting and looking for a job at another company? It can be a good way to get a better job title and a decent pay raise. I don't think I've ever seen someone your age who has spent their whole professional career at one company. Most people move somewhere else after a while to try something new and learn some new skills to improve their resume. I have skills. I've gotten good at my job because I've stayed there for longer. I've never been told I was lacking anything by the company, and I've been getting promoted gradually the whole time I've worked at the business. I'm an impressive guy. Why are you suggesting I'm not the complete package? You're just a gynecologist. That's not even a proper doctor. I don't have any kids from previous relationships, which is getting pretty rare among guys my age. I'm no strings attached. God, I can't believe this. Why did I ever turn down a woman who was offering me a huge fancy apartment in the best neighborhood in town? What was I thinking? I really don't understand why you're getting so upset. I was just talking about some of my reservations. Surely you could have expected what I was going to say before we met. Realistically, at our age, we're meeting because we're looking to get married. You should have reflected on your flaws and been aware of them at the very least. Did you not take a look at yourself before you came out to figure out how best to sell yourself? Because yelling like this isn't it. I can see that you're not really very confident, given how angry you've gotten when I pointed out my concerns about you. What? What are you talking about? You said I wasn't a real doctor because I'm a gynecologist, but I actually work in the oncology department. You clearly weren't listening to me. I do research on cancers that specifically affect women. My work is really important, and I'm proud of my job. I reckon my chances of finding someone are much better than yours, even if we only looked at our careers. Especially considering you've been pretty rude to me from the very beginning of our date. It just isn't attractive, you know. What did you say to me? Come on, you're being unfair. You're just trying to drag me down and make me look bad. You know, when I first arrived, I thought you looked okay. I gave you a quick look up and down, and I wasn't too disappointed. Now I see I shouldn't have judged you on looks alone. I've seen and heard all I need to. I'm leaving now. Huh, fine. Go away then. You know, you're never going to end up getting married since you're already so old. I can't believe my friend thought this girl would be a good match for me. What was he thinking, trying to set us up together? Our performance this year has fallen short again. The boss isn't going to be pleased about this. If we keep failing consistently in every quarter, we're going to be in serious trouble. You already know the company has been going through hard times, and lots of our colleagues have been let go to cut costs. Well, I promise I'll do better. I can work harder and improve our performance. To be honest, though, the market isn't very strong right now either. It's making it difficult to succeed no matter how hard we work. I don't want to hear it. Our competitors are doing just fine, and they haven't had to fire any of their employees. You're the only one who hasn't been doing well enough. Don't get me wrong, I hate having to have conversations like this with my employees, but it's just unavoidable sometimes. There's really nothing I can do. It's just a part of my job as the manager for our team. I understand, boss. He's just sitting there in his office, pecking away at the rest of us, but I'm the one who's really suffering and having to work my butt off every single day. I have to make them understand the situation. God, it seems like my age is really starting to show. I have so much to learn about all the new technology and companies, and it's affecting my performance. I just can't keep up like I could before. This is so frustrating. What am I going to do? It will be tough, but I need you to get your figures up by your next performance review. You understand? The boss wouldn't be happy to see another back quarter. Yes, sir, I understand. Man, I really wish I could quit this job. I've just had enough. Steven! What are you still doing in bed this late? Come on, get up quickly! You've just been wasting your time lately since you quit your job. Come on now! Mom, please give me a break. I'm so tired, I just want to sleep. I was working such long hours. I feel completely burned out. I'm not going to get better if I don't get to rest up for a while. I can't believe you just up and quit your job at your age. What were you thinking? Do you even have any plans for what you're going to do now? I mean, I got some severance pay, so I'm fine for a bit. I reckon I'll just get into business somehow. What? You're going to start something on your own? That's crazy! Just go and join a good company.
There are loads all over the city.
You have no idea what you're talking about, Mom. Just please be quiet and stay out of it. Go away and leave me alone. Get out of my room.
Steven! Don't yell at me like that. Open this door right now.
I just don't know what to do. There's no way I would be able to get one of the jobs I really want. I don't have enough experience. I haven't even had any calls about interviews. God, this is all just so annoying. What do I do now? I didn't know this was how things would turn out, but what else was I supposed to do? Everyone kept telling me that I should quit.
A few years ago, I thought of my situation as something that just happened to me. I didn't realize how much power I had over my own life. Recently, I've been hearing more news about how everyone involved has been doing, which made me think of the story again. When I saw Steven's reaction to the apartment my parents were going to give us, I realized that he was just a greedy, money-hungry man. He wasn't the right person to be my husband, so I ended things. His parents are still crazy, and they still think it was reasonable for them to ask me to pay for the wedding in our house all by myself. Steven tried to visit me a few more times after I got married, begging me to forgive him, but I just called the cops. As soon as he heard the sirens, he went running away. I heard a rumor that he lost his job at the company he worked for so long, and now he's just sitting around at home. I bet his mom is frustrated with him for gaming all day. But really, their whole situation can be traced back to her. After I ended things with Steven, I met my now husband. He is sweet, generous, and normal, with stable parents and a good job of his own. Thank you for listening to my story, and enjoy the rest of your day.
Emma, are you finished with work? You said you wanted us to go and talk to your parents about the wedding plans. How about this Sunday after next?
Hi, Xander. Yeah, I'm done with work. I think that'll be fine for my parents. They're usually home on Sundays anyway.
Okay, that day's best for me. Let's head over there then.
Okay, I'll tell them. You're not nervous, are you? This will be the first time you've seen them since you proposed to me.
Well, maybe a little. Your parents like me though, don't they? I don't have to show up in a suit, do I?
Of course not. And yes, they like you. They were thrilled when I told them I was marrying you. Oh, how about I invite Laurel over to my parents' house that day too?
It doesn't bother me if she comes. She knows I proposed to you, right? But tell her if she's already got plans, she doesn't need to change them for me.
Well, about that. She hasn't been herself recently. She seems a little down. That's why I'd like to invite her and have her spend some time with the whole family. I'm hoping that'll make her feel better.
Oh, I didn't know that. Did something happen?
I don't know. When I ask her about it, she says it's nothing. She's always been like that, though. If something's bothering her, she always tries to keep it from me. She doesn't seem to realize that I can tell when something's bothering her. We're identical twins, after all.
It sounds like something is wrong. I hope it has nothing to do with you and I getting married. You don't think she's feeling jealous, do you? Maybe getting everyone together will make her feel better, though.
I hope so. Oh, and if she happens to tell you what's bothering her, be nice and listen to what she has to say, okay? It'd mean a lot to me.
Me? You think she might confide in me instead of you?
Laurel really likes you, Xander. She said you always seem so relaxed and trustworthy. She said you're easy to talk to.
I don't know about that. But don't worry. If she wants to talk to me about what's bothering her, I'll listen.
I'm not saying she will, but just in case, okay? I'll call my parents and let them know we're coming the Sunday after next.
Okay, sounds good.
Hi, Xander!
Oh, hi, Laurel. I haven't talked with you in a while. What's up?
I heard you're marrying my sister. I just wanted to congratulate you. So, congratulations! You're gonna be with my big sister, so I'm like your little sister now.
Thanks. Hey, we're heading over to your parents' place to talk about the wedding in a couple weeks. Did Emma tell you?
Yeah, she did. But I've got plans that day, so I won't be able to make it. Oh, that's too bad. All three of us will have to get together and go out for dinner sometime when you're free then.
Sounds good.
Hey, you're gonna be my sister-in-law soon. That means if you ever have a problem, you can count on me. I don't know how much help I'll be, but...
Thanks, Xander. But the truth is, that's why I messaged you. I've got something I need to talk to you about.
Oh, this sounds serious. What is it?
I don't know how to tell you this, but I'm pregnant.
Really? Congratulations! I didn't know you were seeing anyone. Wait, you said you wanted to talk to me about this. Does that mean your boyfriend doesn't know yet?
No, what I'm trying to say is, it's your child.
Huh? My child?
Yeah, I'm pregnant with your baby.
No. That can't be. That doesn't make sense. I've never even been with you.
But it's true. I know it.
Then, how? I mean, if we've never done that, it can't be my child.
You're wrong. That's what I need to tell you. I pretended to be my sister, and I went on a date with you.
Huh? But that's... You've got to be kidding. That's not possible.
To tell you the truth, I fell in love with you the first time I met you. Do you remember that day when Emma was sick? She asked me to go to the drugstore and get some medicine for her. I brought it over for her, and she told me she had a date with you later that day. She texted you saying she had to cancel the date. Well, she fell asleep in her bedroom, and I took her phone. I messaged you back, pretending to be her, saying everything's fine now, so we could go out.
There's no way.
You remember that day, right? Emma canceled her date, and then messaged you back a couple hours later saying she could go out.
That did happen, but... I think she said you got sick that day, and she was going over to your place to take care of you. But you weren't as sick as she originally thought, so she said she could go out with me after all.
All that was just me using her phone, pretending to be her. I assumed you'd figure it out, but you never noticed, so...
This doesn't make sense. Emma would have noticed that in her chat history. If that would have happened, even if I didn't notice, Emma would have.
Yeah. After the date, I apologized to Emma for what I did. I told her you and I only had dinner, though. She figured it would be best if you didn't know it was me that night, so she never mentioned it to you. Like I said, I never told her that I slept with you that night. I kinda just told her that I went out with you as sort of a prank to her. That's why she wasn't so angry.
I see.
So, just so we're clear, I'm considering having the baby. But I'm not sure I can raise the baby well in my current situation. That's why... You don't have to tell anyone the baby's yours, but... I was hoping you'd at least pay me child support to help me out.
Child support?
I was thinking I'd be able to raise the baby on my own. But looking at the cost of daycare, diapers, food, strollers, cribs, and everything, I just can't afford that with my job. And if I have to take time off work, there's no way I can do it on my own. That's why I was wondering, could you just pay me one lump sum of about $40,000? Then we'll never have to speak of this again.
What?
Emma mentioned that you and her have been saving up for the wedding, right? She told me all about your current financial situation. I know you have at least that much money invested already, don't you? I know you have the money. It's not like I'm asking you to go into debt for me or anything.
I can't do that.
Why not? I know part of this is my fault for tricking you, but it's still your kid. If you won't pay me, I'll tell Emma and my whole family that I'm pregnant with your child. That would break Emma's heart, and Emma and my parents would all hate you. Is that what you want?
Of course I don't want to hurt Emma. But I don't remember ever sleeping with you.
I just told you! I pretended to be my sister, and I went on a date with you. Emma and I are identical twins. Look, you can either pay me the $40,000 or you can marry me and help raise the child. You choose. If you're gonna take responsibility for the child and marry me, you don't have to pay me the money. But you will have to dump Emma to do that. The choice is yours.
Wait a minute. This is all too absurd. It's too much for me to take in all at once. Just give me a little bit of time to think about all this.
Oh, fine. I'll give you some time. But you better decide quickly. The longer you wait, the more the baby is going to grow inside me. Hey, Xander. How long are you gonna make me wait before you decide? You've had an entire week already.
Laurel, I'm not taking responsibility for this kid. It's not mine.
Are you still gonna try to play dumb with me?
I know you and Emma are identical twins. I'm sure people mix you two up a lot when just looking at you. But your personalities are nothing alike. No matter what you do to your hair, your makeup, or your clothes, I'd never mistake you for my fiancé. You might be able to trick me for a minute or two, but not a whole evening.
Now you're just lying to yourself. To this day, our own parents still mix us up occasionally. You barely know either of us. There's no way you can tell us apart.
Okay. Then what proof do you have that this child is mine and not anyone else's? If you want to get a DNA test done on it, I'll be more than happy to go with you.
What are you talking about? Are you saying you don't believe me? How dare you? I'm your fiancé's little sister. We're about to be family. You have to believe me. Whatever. I'm done talking about this. If that's how you're gonna be, I'll tell Emma myself that I'm pregnant with your child. You can kiss your wedding goodbye.
Go ahead. Tell her. What you're claiming isn't even possible, and she'll know it.
And what makes you so damn sure of that? I can't believe you're trying to run from this. You're a horrible person.
What you're claiming is simply impossible. You want to know why? Because I can't have any children.
Huh?
I'm sterile.
Huh? Wait, what? How come you didn't tell me that in the first place? You've wasted all my time!
Oh my god. So you were lying the whole time, weren't you? I didn't tell you before because I was trying to figure out why you'd make up such a bold-faced lie in the first place.
Oh, really? This is even more hilarious than I thought.
Huh? What's so funny?
I know how bad Emma wants children, and now she's going to be marrying a guy who can't have any? That's funny. Your marriage isn't going to last long.
Emma knows I'm sterile, and she still chose to marry me. Even if we can't have our own kids, we can still live together in happiness. And anyway, it doesn't mean we can't adopt or something if we really want to.
Whatever. We'll see how my parents feel about all this when they find out Emma's fiancé can't give them grandchildren. Our parents have been wanting grandchildren for a long time now. I wonder if they'll let you marry her when they find out you're sterile. Wait, I've got it. If you don't want me telling my parents about your infertility, it'll cost you $40,000 for me to keep my mouth shut. How about that? If you pay me, it's win-win for both of us.
Win-win? How do you figure that? This isn't the 1920s. I don't need your parents' permission to marry Emma. And besides, all I keep hearing from you is that you want me to give you all this money. Why? What's wrong with you? You're nothing like your sister.
Oh, shut up. I don't care what you think about me. I'll do anything it takes to get money, including ruining your wedding or your life. So, you'd better pay me. You may not need my parents' permission to marry my sister, but you don't want them to hate you your entire life, do you?
I suppose not, but that's exactly why I don't want to lie to them and why I'm making sure they know the truth about everything. In fact, that's why I'm at your parents' house right now.
Huh? I thought you weren't going to my parents' house until Sunday.
That was the plan, but then all this happened. I wanted to talk with them before you said anything crazy to them. I figured they should hear the truth before they heard your lies.
I can't believe you're at my parents' place. Did you tell my parents about all this?
I wouldn't say that I told them, but they've been here reading our whole conversation the entire time.
What? How could you do that to me? How could you do that to your own fiancé's sister? That's entrapment.
I think you did all this to yourself. You listen here. The better question is, how could you do this to your own sister's fiancé? You're a disgrace to this family.
Huh?
Oh, that was your dad who wrote that, not me. Anyway, I can't say I disagree with him.
I'm sorry. Dad, this was all just a big misunderstanding.
It was just a prank. I wasn't really gonna do anything.
Well then, you better get over here and explain to everyone how exactly this was all just a prank. And unless you can convince us all that this was a prank, you're out of the family. I've had it up to here with your nonsense. That was your dad again. He wants you over here ASAP. He says you've got a lot of explaining to do.
None of this would have happened if you would have just shut up and paid me the money. Do you see what you've done to me? How do you think Emma is gonna feel now that you've gotten her sister into this much trouble?
Huh? This has nothing to do with Emma. You did all this to yourself. Well, I guess it does have something to do with Emma now, because your whole family is disgusted with you now, including Emma. We found out that the whole reason Laurel wanted a large amount of money was because she had maxed out all her credit cards by going to expensive spas, beauty salons, and insane shopping sprees. From what her family told me, this isn't the first time she's done that either. The first time, she had run up a debt of over $30,000 that her parents were nice enough to pay off for her, so that nothing bad would happen to her credit rating, or her future. But after the fights that ensued after the first debt, and all the promises she made to her family, and clearly broke, her parents refused to help her at all with this new debt of hers. We still don't even know how she was able to get a $40,000 debt, seeing as her parents cut up all her credit cards after the first incident. It wasn't just the fact that she had racked up another outrageous debt. It was the fact that she tried to steal money from me, her sister's fiancé, to pay it off, that turned out to be the last straw for her family. Her parents and her sister decided to cut her out of the family completely and never associate with her again. To pay off her first debt for her, her parents had to sell their cars, cut back on all their spending, and borrow from other family members. After doing all of that, they were finally able to pay off their daughter's bill the first time, and they weren't about to do that for her again. I don't blame them. About 6 months after everyone cut ties with Laurel, she showed back up at her parents' house one last time looking pretty ragged. When she showed up, this time she was clearly pregnant, and she was begging her parents for money to help her out. I guess some people will just never learn. Unfortunately for Laurel, her parents had no sympathy for her, and told her never to come back again. As for me and Emma, Emma's parents didn't care that I couldn't give them grandchildren. They said they were happy as long as Emma and I are happy together. Which we are. Up until this incident, I never once thought being sterile was a good thing. But after what Laurel tried to do to me, it was easy to prove she was lying. Regardless, Emma and Laurel may be identical twins, but those two are nothing alike. I would never have mistaken Laurel for my beautiful wife, Emma. Emma and I are enjoying our married life together, and we look forward to what the future will bring. Especially now that Laurel is out of our lives.
Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please press the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Sarah. I'm coming home today from my business trip. Do you have time to talk later? I've got something to tell you. It's important.
Huh? Today? Yeah, that's not gonna be possible. I'm going on a trip with my friends. We just left the house a while ago.
You're going on a trip with your friends? Now?
That's right. I'll be gone for 4 days and 3 nights. My friends and I are going to a spa resort in Hawaii.
Wait, hold on a second. Why is this the first time I'm hearing about all of this? I don't remember you talking about going on a trip or anything like that recently.
Do I really have to tell you about every little detail of my life? My friends wanted to go to Hawaii, so we're going to Hawaii. End of story. And besides, if I want to go on a trip with my friends, I don't need your permission. You don't own me. Do you think I'm your property or something? What, I can't make my own decisions anymore?
No, that's not what I'm trying to say. If you want to do something, I would never stand in your way like that. I'm just saying that since you're going to be gone for 4 days, I would have appreciated it if you gave me a heads up or something, you know?
If we weren't having this conversation, I would have come home and wondered where you were for 4 days. Huh? What is this? Are you seriously trying to tell me what to do, Peter? It's not the 1950s anymore, you know. I don't need you to boss me around. No, really. I'm not trying to boss you around or anything like that. All I'm trying to say is that it's just common courtesy to give your partner a heads up if you're going somewhere, you know? I have plans, and they kind of went into flames when you suddenly went on a trip like this without telling me. Normally, if someone's partner suddenly disappeared on them, they'd be worried sick. And, you know, we're married after all. What? So what you're basically telling me is that since I'm married to you, I can't travel or do whatever I want, when I want? What, so if I want to go out and grab some coffee, do I need to sign out with you first? Is that what you're saying? Are you really that unhappy with everything that I do around here? Are you saying that I can't go out and take some time for myself? No, that's not what I'm saying. How about we just get a divorce then? Since you really hate me that much, I feel like that'll solve all your problems. I never said anything about hating you. Why do our conversations always have to escalate so quickly like that? Why is it that every time I try to talk to you, you always bring up divorce? Why can't we just try to communicate? I feel like you're not listening to me. I wasn't trying to attack you or anything. I just want us to have a little more open and honest communication in our relationship, okay? If you were going on a trip, I would have liked it if you told me in advance. Even if it was just the day before, I would have appreciated it a lot if you gave me a heads up or something. That's all I'm trying to say. Oh, so I was right. You just want to boss me around. I hate to break it to you, but it's the 21st century. Women aren't just some property that you can control. Let's just get the divorce. I can't be married to such a controlling man like you. I've run out of love for a misogynistic monster like you. Come on. Can't we just try to have a calm discussion about this? All I want is for us to communicate a little more. That's all. Can we cut it out with all the divorce talk? It makes it hard to talk with you and work things out. I mean, how many copies of divorce papers have you already given me? This month alone, you've already given me 29. And if we include the one you just said you were going to give me, that would be the 30th. Why do you want to get divorced so badly? Are you kidding me? You still don't get it? It's because you disobey me every single time I tell you to do something. You don't listen to me. How many times do I have to explain this to you? I don't understand how wanting to have a proper conversation with you is considered disobeying you. What's wrong? Is there something that's making you unhappy in this relationship? Have I ever told you to let me know when you go out to hang out with your friends before? Have I ever criticized you for being a stay-at-home housewife and not doing any housework? Is it that I ask you to be a little more careful with our finances and not waste our savings? Everything! I hate everything! You always act so high and mighty and complain about every little thing I do! I'm tired of your nagging. You're acting like one of those controlling husbands my friends always talk about. And I hate it. Controlling? I don't think I act controlling at all. What did I say that was so wrong? I just want us to work together on this, okay? Since we're married, I felt that we should view each other as equals and try to fulfill the responsibilities we agreed to when we got married. Huh? You think we're equals in this relationship? That's funny. You must be having a crazy dream if you think we're anything close to being equals in this relationship. Aren't we? No, we're not. And it's funny that you think we are. You want an honest conversation? Fine. I'll be honest with you. I'm tired of pretending that we're equals in this relationship. So I'm going to explain this to you so you understand where your place is. Do you know who I am? Well, we're married, so I would like to say that I do. I don't think you really do, though. I'm the one and only daughter of the president of the world-famous Farnsworth Holdings Company. He basically runs this town. You're just the grandson of the chairman of a small business. We're not even on the same level. Your company is as insignificant as an ant compared to my father's. Worthless, really. I'm only here because my father insisted that I go on a blind date with you. And since I was such a good daughter, how could I have refused? It looked like he wanted to marry me off to you, so I didn't have a choice.
I guess that's true, but you could have refused, you know. I didn't know anything about that. If you were truly unhappy about all of this, I don't see why you agreed to marry me.
There you go again, trying to talk back to me. All you have to do is listen to me and do what I say. It's not that hard. What do you think would happen if I divorced you?
I'm not exactly sure what you mean by that.
Well, let me spell it out for you. Your little company would get crushed to smithereens. There's nothing in the world my father loves more than me, you know. I'm sure he would blow his lid if he found out you divorced his beloved daughter, don't you think? And then, do you know what would happen next? He'd contact all of his partners and make them stop doing business with you. You'd be out of a job without a penny left to your name after he destroys your company. Do you see where I'm going with all of this?
Don't you think that's a little unreasonable?
That's enough. Just shut up already. Stop questioning me. Do I still have to explain your role here? I'm going to make this really simple for you. All you have to do is shut up, make money, and do the housework for me. Everything I do is right, and what I say goes. I don't want to hear any more complaints from you. I'm a queen, and you're just my stupid little servant. If I say jump, the only thing you should be saying to me is, how high? And if I say bark like a dog, you bark. Got it? Don't you dare disobey me. I swear to God I'll have my father destroy you. Am I making myself clear here?
Crystal, I hear you loud and clear. You wanted a servant, not a husband, right? Someone to make money and take care of you. A servant who will do whatever you say.
That's right! You're finally paying attention. Since you finally understand your place, don't ever complain about what I do ever again.
I got it. I won't make any complaints or nag you about anything from now on.
Perfect! I'm glad we finally come to an understanding. Anyway, I'll be going on my trip now, so don't wait up for me. In the meantime, I've left the divorce papers on the counter for you. While I'm gone, take a good look at them and reflect on what you've done, okay? I expect to see a better husband when I come home. I'll see you in a few days. Hey, I'm heading home now, so I'm going to need you to pick me up from the airport. I'll be landing in about an hour. Don't you dare make me wait for you.
Oh, I'm sorry. It looks like that's not going to be possible. I won't be able to pick you up from the airport.
Excuse me? What do you mean you can't pick me up? Are you really going to disobey me again?
I'm not trying to disobey you or anything. I just thought that since you went on a trip with your friends, I'd go on a vacation too. I'm actually on a little trip myself. I went somewhere special to have a meeting with an old friend.
What? What are you doing traveling without my permission, huh? You didn't tell me that you were going out.
You went on a trip without telling me, but I can't do the same.
Oh, so you're talking back to me. Is that it? Get over here right now. I don't care if you have to crawl the whole way, too. You better be here when my plane lands.
That might be a little hard to do right now.
What do you think is more important? Your little trip or picking me up? I told you I would divorce you if you disobeyed me, remember?
I know. I'm sorry about that. It's just... I'm about to reveal the results of the investigation I had done on your affair.
What? An investigation? What are you talking about?
That's right. I know all about it. There's no need to play dumb. I've known about your affair for a year now. I suspected you were cheating on me,
So I hired a detective agency to take a long, hard look into it. I'm about to receive the results of that investigation.
Wait, what? No, really. What are you talking about? I don't get it. What's the meaning of all this?
The day you went on your trip, I told you I had something important to tell you. Remember? The truth is, I was actually planning on presenting the findings of that investigation to you that day. Unfortunately, you went off on your trip without letting me know, and I didn't have the opportunity to show you. We're being debriefed on the investigation right now.
What are you talking about? Are you serious? I would never cheat on you. How could you think I'd do something like that? Would you please stop talking about nonsense like that and just come and pick me up already? I'm starting to lose my patience.
I'm sorry, but I already told you that there's no point in playing dumb. I already know everything about your little affair. We've collected a ton of evidence proving it, too. We have all sorts of documentation, audio recordings, photos, and videos of your affair. We also have evidence showing that you went on a trip with your lover instead of with your friends. All on my dime, too. Oh, and I know all about who you're cheating on me with, too. It always pays to hire professionals. For the past year, you've been cheating on me with Roger Smith, 38 years old. He's been working alone here, away from his family, since his company assigned him to support a nearby branch office. By the way, did you hear that his company is doing great? They just went public. It seems like he's a successful businessman, earning approximately $100,000 annually. I see that he has a family, though. I never took you for a homewrecker. He has a wife and 2 kids, one in middle school and the other in elementary school. They're attending a highly prestigious school that integrates elementary, middle, and high school education. I wonder how much this will cost him in child support after he gets divorced. If we include alimony, too, we might reach my annual income, right?
Huh? What?
By the way, I also know how many times you've met him so far. It looks like you met him 215 times in the last year. It's like you've been seeing him every day for over 6 months. Honestly, I'm a bit surprised. Although, thanks to that, I have a lot of photos and videos as evidence of you cheating on me. There are pictures and videos that were taken at various locations, including his house, hotels, inside cars, and around town. You two have been busy, huh? You've been flirting in all sorts of places, and you weren't that shy about it. It was surprisingly really easy to gather all of this evidence.
All right. That's enough. I get it. I guess the cat's out of the bag. You're not as dumb as I thought you were. You caught me! Big whoop! I was cheating on you. But what's wrong with that? Anyone would if they were in my shoes here.
Oh, you don't think you've done anything wrong here?
Of course not. I was forced to marry a pathetic man like you. The least you could do is look the other way while I meet a guy I actually like, you know? Isn't your company making huge profits because you're married to me? What's the big deal? I've already fulfilled my obligations as your wife by just being married to you. I should be able to do whatever I want just for that fact alone.
I honestly don't understand what you're trying to say here. You haven't fulfilled a single one of your obligations as a wife ever since we got married. You don't do anything around the house. You don't have a job. You don't support me. All you do is play around with your friends and waste all of our money. And to top it all off, you're cheating on me too. Wouldn't I be better off without you?
Oh, is that right? You'd be better off without me? So are we really getting a divorce this time? You can file for a divorce if you don't like what I do, okay? I don't care either way. You're the one that's going to be in trouble here, not me. If you divorce me, your company will go out of business, and you'll be out in the streets like the pathetic dog you are. Go ahead. If that's what you really want, let's get divorced then. I doubt you have the guts to actually go through with it, though.
Oh, I see. Then I'll tell your father exactly what you said since you don't mind. I'm actually with him right now, so it's pretty good timing. I'm sure he'd love to hear what you have to say about all of this.
What? You're with my father?
Pay attention. I told you I was in a meeting, remember? We were getting debriefed on your affair. The definition of a meeting is a gathering of people for a certain purpose. I did tell you that I went on a trip to a special place to have a meeting with an old friend. Do you know what that means?
Wait, what exactly do you mean?
I'm at your parents' house right now. Your parents are both here. All of us are examining the results of the investigation into your affair. Oh, and my lawyer is here too, of course.
Wait, what? Are you serious?
Dead serious. Currently, everyone is holding a copy of the report. They also have a copy of the messages that you and your little boyfriend have been sending each other. We also have all the photos here and a voice recorder too, to prove without a doubt that you were cheating on me. The pictures alone are enough to fill a family's photo album. Oh, and we have the laptop where you two exchanged all of those messages too. We can see everything on that huge 4K TV at your parents' house. The images are crystal clear. Your father says he feels like he is living in a nightmare. He can't believe what he's seeing.
Why did you have to go and show all of that to my parents? Don't you think that's crossing the line? If you do that, we're really going to get divorced. Have you lost your mind? Do you understand what you've just done? If we get divorced, your company's done for, you know?
If we get divorced, my company's done for? Who decided that? It's pretty arrogant of you to think that you're the one who gets to decide that.
What? But...
I think there's been a huge misunderstanding here. If you and I get divorced, it's not me who's going to be in trouble, you know? It's your father.
Wait, what? What do you mean he'd be the one in trouble?
You see, although my company is small compared to your father's, we possess a certain patent that makes us pretty valuable. That patent is generating huge profits. Profits that your father wouldn't want going to the competition, you see. Besides your father, we've had a lot of other companies that wanted to do business with us. It appears that your father arranged for us to be married because he believed that he could secure various accommodations for a business agreement between our companies if you and I were married.
Then... that means... Are you saying that you didn't marry me so that you could cozy up to my father and gain favor with his company?
That's right. You've got it all backward. Your father arranged our marriage in order to gain better access to my company. Perhaps he hoped that having you be married to me would also help him secure a better deal. In other words, you've misunderstood things this whole time.
No way.
It's true that ever since I married you, your father's company has been providing us with significant financial resources. Although it was profitable for our company, the thought of being your servant outweighed any financial benefits my company would receive. My grandfather and parents have given their approval, so I have no problem with divorcing you. So let's do it. Let's get divorced like you've always wanted. I've got the divorce papers you left at home with me, and I've finished reporting the outcome of the investigation to our families. All I have to do now is file those divorce papers that you so kindly gave me earlier.
What? Wait. Just wait a second, okay? Don't file those papers. Can't we talk about this? We don't have to get divorced.
Huh? Why the sudden change of heart? Isn't this what you've always wanted? You've always wanted to divorce me, didn't you? I'm pretty sure you've made that crystal clear to me. Whenever I would try to talk to you about anything and try to work things out, you would always shout out, "I want a divorce." Remember?
No, this isn't what I want. I didn't know that this was the reason we got married. You were right, okay? I had everything backward. Please don't do this. Can't we just sit down and talk about this?
Nah, I think we're done talking. I won't be listening to your requests or demands anymore. I'm not your servant. You're not my problem anymore. You'll be bothering your parents from now on with your crazy demands.
Wait, listen to me. I don't want to get divorced anymore, okay? I'll be a better wife from now on. I'll do the housework and I promise to stop cheating on you.
It's too late for that.
I'm sorry. I misunderstood everything and made a mistake. We can still fix this. It was just one little mistake. Please, just think it over.
There's nothing to fix, and there's nothing to think over. I tried to make things work out between us, but you made it very clear that you didn't want a husband. You just wanted a servant. Oh, and by the way, I wouldn't consider seeing a guy behind my back over 200 times one little mistake. I don't think anyone would. But it's fine now. You're finally getting what you wanted. I won't complain or nag you about every little thing anymore. You're free. You can do whatever you want, whenever you want. You're responsible for your own actions now. I'm done. Farewell, my queen. After that, I immediately left my in-laws' house and filed the divorce papers that very same day. After returning home, I sorted through Sarah's personal items and carefully packed them away in cardboard boxes. I then sent the boxes to her through a cash-on-delivery service. I didn't want to pay to ship her stuff back to her, of course. Our company will maintain its business relationship with my ex-father-in-law's company. However, any previous preferential treatment has been eliminated, and they will now be treated like any other company we do business with. After that, Sarah was disowned by her parents and was forced to work for her father's subsidiary company. It looks like her life as a queen is over. My ex-wife is currently working at a low-level position, performing mundane tasks to earn money that she uses to pay me alimony. It must really bruise her ego to fall from a position of royalty to performing grunt work like everyone else. It seems like a fitting end for someone who looks down on others and uses divorce as a form of intimidation to get what they want.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and subscribe to see more content.
Alexis, I was just wondering if you've decided on an answer for my marriage proposal.
Oh, again with this?
I'm sorry if I'm sounding impatient, but I proposed to you 5 months ago when you still haven't given me an answer yet. If you don't want to marry me, I'd appreciate it if you just came out and told me.
Well, how do I put this? I'm still trying to make sure.
Make sure.
Yeah, if you would make a good husband for me.
Uh-huh. You're deciding that now. We've been seeing each other for 4 years. If you're still unsure, maybe we should try living together first? That's what Scott suggested. What do you think? Give me some sort of reaction.
A reaction, huh? I guess I can do that. You mentioned my brother's name, so that's enough for me.
That's enough for you.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you my answer. You make less money than my brother, don't you? Don't you?
Well, I mean, I've never talked to Scott about how much he makes, but I assume he makes good money. He works for a foreign company, and he's the top performer in the sales department, so... But I mean, he's 7 years older than me. He's been working for 10 years. I've only been working for 3 years. So it's normal that someone with 7 years more experience would be making more than me?
See, that's exactly what I thought. My older brother is awesome, isn't he?
Alexis, I think we've gotten a little off topic here, haven't we?
What do you mean?
Scott's salary has nothing to do with my marriage proposal.
Yes, it does. It's very important to me.
How so?
That's why I have to say sorry.
Huh?
I can't marry you.
Why not?
Well, because if you want to marry me, you have to be better than my brother. That's what I think.
That's pretty shallow, isn't it? I mean, I respect your brother too. He's good at his job, but he's been working for 10 years. I've only been working for 3. Don't you see that? You can't really compare us. That's strange.
But it's obvious that my brother is better than you. But anyway, I've given you 3 years since you got out of university, haven't I? I was rooting for you the whole time to surpass my brother. But I guess you just couldn't do it. So I'm sorry.
I can't believe this.
Well, I said I didn't want to marry you, so I guess there's no reason to keep seeing each other.
Huh? Hold on.
Goodbye. I'm gonna block you now.
Hi, Keith. Oh, hey, sis. I just heard from Scott. I don't really know what to say at a time like this. Are you doing okay? Don't worry about me.
Anyway, Scott wanted me to say sorry for him.
He said Alexis has been like this since she was a kid. For some reason, she compares everyone to her brother and wants her husband to be better than him. I hear she's pretty upset about the breakup, too. Really? It was Scott that first introduced me to Alexis. But tell him he doesn't have to feel guilty about this.
Okay, I'll tell him. So, are you really okay?
For now. Some coworkers invited me out for drinks when they found out what happened. I'm still really hurt about it, but at least I've calmed down now.
I see.
Do you mind if I contact you and complain to you if I get the urge in the future?
No problem. Tell me everything that's on your mind. That's why I messaged you in the first place. Bring it on. Message me anytime.
Thanks, Carla. You're the best. You're like one of the guys. Hey, I'm a woman. Oh, so should I be calling you ma'am?
Shut up! I guess if you can still make jokes, you're doing okay.
Talking to you made me feel a little better. Thanks.
Oh, by the way, did you say you're coming back to our parents' house at the end of the month?
Yeah, I'm planning on it. After talking to Dad and everyone, I'm thinking it'll lift my spirits a bit.
Okay, maybe I'll head back there then too. We'll all drink together.
Sounds good. I can't wait.
Keith, long time no see. I got something I want to ask you. Is it okay?
Yeah, long time no see. What do you want?
Well, my brother's getting married.
I know.
I guess he's getting married to Carla.
That's right, I know. She's my sister.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So you didn't know that?
Nope.
When Scott first introduced you to me, he said this is my girlfriend's little brother.
He said he told me the same thing, but I didn't remember that. I must have misheard. I thought he said you were his co-worker's little brother.
Well, my sister and Scott work at the same office, so I guess you're not wrong either. It really doesn't matter at this point, does it? Is that all you wanted? Whatever. That's enough. Bye.
Hold on!
What?
I guess, well, I accept. I'll marry you.
What?
Make me happy.
No, you rejected me long ago. You said you don't want to marry anyone who makes less than Scott, didn't you?
Oh, I don't care about that anymore. I've thought about a lot of things since then, and I've realized that you're the best person for me. If you're angry that I rejected your last proposal, how about I do it this time? Keith, will you marry me?
Hell no.
Huh?
Our relationship ended way back when you said you didn't want to marry me.
But that was just the marriage part. I never wanted us to stop seeing each other.
You said. I said I didn't want to marry you, so I guess there's no reason to keep seeing each other. Which you followed up with, goodbye, I'm gonna block you now.
What? Really?
That's exactly what you said after you said you didn't want to marry me. It's pretty clear to me that you never wanted to see me again after that. So, telling me now that you never wanted our relationship to end, you've got to be joking, or else you think I'm a total idiot.
It was a joke, of course. I was always thinking about you. That's why I messaged you again. It's true, I'm serious.
Oh, really? So what are you serious about?
I'm serious that I want to marry you.
You're lying.
Why won't you believe me?
You're kidding. You know that I'm Scott's fiance's brother, right? And I've been good friends with Scott for how many years now? Do you think he hasn't told me anything?
What? What are you talking about?
Scott and my sister are getting ready to be married, and they've already started living together.
And you've started being really mean to my sister all of a sudden. Like really mean.
Huh?
I know you secretly made a copy of their house key, and you'd sneak in their house. You'd wait until Scott wasn't around to hear, and you'd start yelling at Carla and calling her terrible names. And when they weren't home, you'd sneak into their house and either use my sister's things or outright steal them. You're doing all these crazy things, thinking it'll somehow get them to break up. But my sister won't stoop to your level to try to get back at you. Instead, those two had a long talk about what to do and decided to just move away without telling you. You can't get in touch with them now, can you?
That's not right. You've got it wrong.
What part is wrong?
I don't want to say anything bad about your sister. But Carla misunderstood everything.
Misunderstood.
Yeah, I haven't done any of those things. I wouldn't do anything to break them up. I'd be sad if that happened. Anyway, you're her brother, so you know where they live, right? Can I have their address? If you give me their address, I promise I'll let you marry me.
Let me see. You'll really marry me if I tell you their address?
That's right. That's how kind I am.
No, you're not. Not one bit.
Come on. I'm really nice.
Didn't I just say you weren't?
I told you Carla is mistaken. It's not me. So the problem is solved. There's no reason not to marry me, right?
That's what you said, but she's not mistaken. She's telling the truth. There's a ton of evidence proving what you've done.
Evidence?
Carla set up security cameras around their house, and she started walking around with a digital voice recorder. Everything you did and said was recorded. Carla even made a list of everything you stole from her. She gathered all the evidence and showed it to Scott.
But I didn't see any. When did she...
When Carla decides to do something, she does it right and sees it through to the end. Carla's not someone you'd want to mess with.
Oh my god! If she did all that, my brother's gonna hate me!
Oh, are you worried about him hating you?
I mean, I had no idea my brother was going to get married.
Huh?
My brother was going to be taken from me, so it's only natural that I try to get him back. You understand how I feel? You were just trying to act tough, weren't you? You must have been really upset that your sister was going to be taken from you, too.
No, I don't care.
Oh, stop lying. Of course you're upset.
No, I'm happy for her.
Liar. Let you and I show them how it feels. So marry me and tell me where my brother is. Then they can see how it feels to have their brother and sister taken from them.
No, it's not like that. Look, I love my sister. She's my friend too. Some might mistake that as me having a sister complex. But it's nowhere near the brother complex that you have for Scott. You worship Scott and want him all to yourself. It's really creepy. You need professional help.
Huh?
Anyway, they've been seeing each other for a long time. Scott proposed to Carla 2 years ago, but they put the wedding off this long.
What? He proposed to her that long ago.
Something or other would come up. That's why they haven't been able to get married yet. That's the story. If I try to get in Scott's way, don't you think Carla would try to stop me?
Well, that's...
And if I did that, you'd get angry at me and start saying things like, "Why do you hate my brother? Why are you stopping him from being happy?"
That would never happen. Nobody would try to get in his way because nobody could ever hate my brother.
Don't you see a contradiction to what you just said and everything else you've been saying?
Huh?
You told me I should feel upset and angry at Scott for trying to take my sister. Then you said nobody could ever hate your brother. Do you want me to hate your brother or to like him? Which one is it? And if you try to break them up, aren't you getting in the way of his happiness?
Oh, well...
Anyway, I've always wanted an older brother like Scott, so I'm really happy the two of them are getting married.
I can't believe this.
I guess the way you feel about your siblings getting married all depends on the person. But I'm not like you at all. I'm not going to marry you just to be a pawn in your game to get your brother back.
Why not?
Oh, If someone is going to marry me, I want it to be for love and to be forever.
But that's...
So, I'm not going to marry you. And if that's not a good enough reason, I have one more. I'm already married.
What?
Yeah, I got married in the beginning of the year.
You're lying. That's not possible. What's going to happen to me? I just want to know where my brother is. At least let me meet up with you once to discuss this. I'm going to go to your house right now.
Good luck with that. I changed jobs and moved out of state.
What?
It doesn't matter. I said I didn't want to marry you, so I guess there's no reason to ever see you again, huh?
Hold on!
Goodbye. I'm gonna block you now. When Scott found out about Alexis' insane brother complex and her hatred for Carla, he was livid. He took all the evidence Carla had collected and showed it to his parents. Since they love Carla almost as much as Scott does, they got furious at Alexis too. Refusing to admit that she did anything wrong, Alexis' parents kicked her out of their house. Alexis took it hard. She quit her job and started mooching off of everyone she could. After moving from friend's house to friend's house, I guess she finally found a guy that reminded her of her brother, and she started living with him. Unfortunately, he turned out to be married, had moved to the state alone only for a short time due to his job. If that wasn't bad enough, after all that was found out, she got stuck with his huge debt. The last I heard, Alexis can be seen working the streets at night to pay it off. On the other hand, Carla and Scott had put in a request to be transferred to an overseas branch of their company, and their request got approved. They've started their new life together overseas. Apparently, they're really loving it over there and couldn't be happier.
Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, please press the like button. See you next time.